Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Calvary Chapel Salmon podcast. Me and Hagen coming at you, not live, but ready to chit chat. Hagen, tell me about. Well, am I even speaking to the real Hagen Miller right now? Because I know that you've gone hacked recently. So is this you, or is this your hacked?
This is me.
Okay.
And you know what I've realized?
What?
And I know you've done this before, but I really never have. I can't tell you how many times I check my phone just to scroll Instagram, and I don't have it right now.
So,
Like I'm addicted.
Oh.
Like even just like generally anytime I transition for some reason, even just spaces, I'm used to just like checking Instagram real quick. And it's like I pull it out and it's just like not there. It's like, oh yeah.
So it's a real
it's good.
eye opener.
Yeah, it's actually good.
Do you feel like refreshed? Does your brain feel refreshed?
Not yeah, I'm more like withdrawn right now.
Okay.
But it'll come. I think
Going through
I
the
believe
withdrawals.
that I
Yeah,
will have
you know,
a
you go through
victory.
seasons of not having it, and you're like, I think I can handle it now.
But it's like even people who smoke will even say one of the biggest struggles is just having something in your hands. They're so used to just like having that cigarette between their fingers, and it's like to me that seems silly.
Yeah.
But then when you just say it's an app, it's like, oh, like
Yes.
you're just in a routine and a habit.
And let me tell you, Hagen, you're missing on some good stuff on Instagram right now.
I bet I am.
The reels are really
Man.
good.
Man.
I've sent you some good stuff.
Jeez.
Well, I tried to.
And you're like, wait a minute.
Wait, did he I thought for a second last night I was telling him, he was like, I think Hagen deleted Instagram.
Well, it is deleted, but not by
Sure, yeah,
choice.
yeah.
Yes. Yes. And then I try to make another one,
Mm.
but it says this new account is associated with an old account that got suspended. So it like flagged it. So like in my
Oh.
meta universe, I'm done, I think.
In Mark Zuckerberg's metaverse, you're
Yeah.
done. He's kicked you out.
Although I got a new Facebook account.
Wow.
And that seems to be working.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, I've
'Cause
had
how
that
long have
Facebook
you-
account since 2008.
Wow. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah. So that's like you're getting a new Facebook
In
and a new
middle school.
Instagram. It's like that's a crazy new thing.
Yeah, there's a part of me that wants to like I've had it so long and like pretend like I should be nostalgic, but there's almost like a freedom. It's like I can rebrand myself.
That's true. All your new posts, that's kind of a thing that I've done that before. And you just delete Instagram.
You got
and
rid of all
fresh
your
start.
Lego models that you had pictures of
Yeah,
and started fresh.
I had interesting stuff posted on my
I
Instagram.
could only imagine.
Yeah. And that's what Josh John's done it a couple. Some people do it a couple times actually. I rebrand myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of riding it out, and I think
Okay.
I'm gonna try a little
Well,
longer.
we'll be praying
so
for you as you go through this time of withdrawals.
That'll be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But it'll be good. Give it a
mhm.
month.
Yeah.
Avery's gone. I think at this point 2 months without Instagram.
sheesh.
Yeah. Her and Riley Stone. Shout out Riley.
Is it a competition?
Maybe. I don't think so. I think they're just doing it together.
That's cool.
Yeah. Well, Hagen.
Jordan, you seem sleepy today. Are you? You seem off.
No, I'm not. I don't know. I'm not sleepy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's spiritual or just
Yeah,
physical.
I see it in your eyes.
I'm just like.
You seem broken. Are you
I'm
broken?
not broken. I'm doing some soul search. Like it's not like I'm excited for camp next week.
You're
That's
too ahead of schedule.
what do
You have
mean?
all the stuff ready to go, and we're still a week out downstairs. You're supposed to wait till the day to get all
Yeah, I
that ready.
know.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to prepare. I'm trying to prepare so it's not stressful this
Yeah.
year. It's like I don't have it all yet. But I'm just trying to get my things put
You
together.
got a lot there.
So
good.
yeah, putting it all out. Yeah, camp's gonna be. I'm not like. Usually I'd be like nervous or like I'm not nervous for camp. I'm excited.
Wow.
Maybe it's like the construction. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like.
Are you uneasy?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Well, we'll
I
get
feel
you in a dump truck ride with Josh, and you'll be feeling better.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's what I'm worried about. I don't know. I just don't want to do dump truck ride.
You have to.
I guess so.
This
Yeah.
is not this is not
It'll
negotiable.
make you feel. Yeah, just get me a dump truck ride and a sandwich from Callista,
You'll be
and
better.
I'm sure I'll be feeling good.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm good. I talked to Sammy in Japan this morning, and he's doing very good.
What time was it for him? Do you know?
9 o'clock. Yeah. So
At night,
yesterday I called him at 11 o'clock in the morning.
our time.
Yeah, our time. Or was it? It was like 11:30ish because around the time we went in for our baby appointment. But and it was 2 o'clock in the morning for him.
Mm.
So I felt really like I didn't realize that. Like I
Yeah.
checked, I was FaceTiming him, and then he didn't pick up, and I was like, I wonder what time it is for him. It's like, oh, 2, like literally that's like the
Whoops.
worst time it could be. So I was like, oh, but then he started texting me, which was funny. And he like texted me for a while. I'm like,
Sheesh.
Sammy, go back to bed. He's like, okay. But then I was like, let me like plan this out. It's like, okay, if I call him at 6 o'clock in the morning for me, it'll be like 9 o'clock for him. He probably won't have anything going on. And it worked out good. And he's loving it down there. He had a really good time with his family, traveling around. They had a typhoon, so there was a big storm. So him with the 7 other students, they're cleaning it up. He handed the phone to this kid who's his bottom bunkmate. He's on the top bunk.
Mm.
A kid named Elijah, who just is like, he just reminds me of a kid from CPI.
Oh yeah.
Just very like,
They're
very
all the same.
very nice, but in some ways kind of homeschooly and just like
No.
just like, wow, what a good kid.
That's cool.
And he's just like, thank you for your leadership. It's like, you're welcome.
Yes. Yes.
You're welcome.
I'm glad you noticed and
Yes,
appreciate it.
yes. And I said, I wish that my students, because he's like, thank you for your leadership with these students, he's referring to Sammy.
Mm.
And I said, I wish that my students were as positive as you were, Elijah. But Sammy, I think he's gonna do good. I think he'll get with the program. I think it being a month is a good thing. It's like, okay, we can do this for a month,
Yeah.
and I think he's gonna like it, no matter what he says. You'll love it. But yeah, so we'll see. And yeah, how are you feeling today?
Pretty good.
Good.
Yeah. I don't sleep nearly as well in the summer as I do in the winter.
Me
Just 'cause
too. I
it's
think.
It's light when I go to bed, and I wake up when it's light at
Yeah,
5
I've
a.m.
really been
so-
struggling to get out of bed this past couple days. And Pumpkin knows it. And it doesn't help because Pumpkin will, she's laughing right now in the sound because she knows it's true. She'll wake up just fine and she'll get out and she'll let the dogs in. But then she lets the dog into a room.
Mm.
And then Strider, our big 80-pound dog, he comes and lays right on top of me. And he like just kind of cuddles up with me. It's like, oh, let me just lay with Strider. Like he's been in his crate all night. Like I'll cuddle with him for a little bit. But then you don't want to get up. 'Cause he's so
Wow.
heavy. And you just
'Cause
kinda,
he's just so happy.
you just keep on snoozing, and it's like, okay, I get up. And
right.
it's like, yeah, because like, I get up at like 6.
Mm.
Like for some people that's late, but for a lot of people that's early. So it's like it's not that bad,
There you
6
go.
isn't bad. But for me, it's like, no, I could get up at like 5. Like I want to get up at 5:30,
Mm.
but I get up at 6. And then, I FaceTime Sammy for a while, and then I did it scroll for just a little bit.
Okay.
And then it's like, okay, and then Pumpkin leaves at 7, and I'm still in my gym jams. It's like, okay, but then it's like, well, I don't have any, like, there's no school.
That's right.
So I can just kind of get to work whenever. But then, like, if I'm not work out early enough, it's like then I feel, like, less productive.
Mm.
Like, I need to be here at 7 doing stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, well, wait, there's nothing to, like, being here at 8 o'clock is fine.
I'm glad you resolved that in your
Yeah,
heart this
so
morning.
it's just
Good.
like, but I do like waking up early.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like I work out a little bit, but I don't work out as much because, like, well, I gotta get to work.
Mm.
So I can't work out that much.
Sure.
So it's just like this whole thing. It's like, well, I have to eat breakfast.
Mm.
I have to. Because then I'll be hungry and I'll ruin my whole day.
That's right.
So I
We don't
make-
want that.
Make my eggs and my smoothie and my sausage. So,
Sheesh.
yeah.
Well, good.
I need to, you went over to the bakery today.
That's right.
I need to go over there as well and get some sourdough. Say hi to Sydney, who's working over there.
Yeah, we got the seed bread.
Oh.
Have you had that? That's what Josh likes. So,
no. Interesting. I'm not a big seedy guy.
but maybe you could take it over.
What do you
We
mean?
bought 2 loaves, but she said it was fresh. She goes, it's too hot to slice.
What do you mean?
Like they have a slicing
at the
machine,
bakery,
but they
they
said
said
it's too
too-
it's too hot. So if you go over there to buy more bread, it's still in the bags like that they gave us. Like I haven't touched it if they're worried about it being not like clean.
So
I'd be like, could you
hand them
slice
to the
this?
bag. And just like, could you slice
Especially
it?
if it's Sydney, right? I mean, it's
Yeah.
not weird to ask
No.
her, is it?
I don't know. I've never done something like this. So is this my mission? To
Yeah.
save
After
lunch?
this, we'll try that because
Okay,
it'd be
well-
hard to slice that bread. With
Yeah,
the,
they have the little machine. Yeah.
yeah, which is gets it all the same
Yeah.
size. But
Okay.
they, can't slice it. It's too fresh. It's like,
Interesting.
Okay.
Hmm.
But then
I
I'm like,
love their
"Ah."
sourdough.
Yeah,
It's
this
good.
is sourdough with seeds.
Yeah. There's so many. Was it busy when you went this morning at the bakery?
Yeah.
There's a lot of they're doing training
Yeah, the
Forest
green
Service.
pants people.
Yeah, they're walking all over town.
Yeah,
It's
they
like,
yeah, every morning they're at the bakery, Rise and Shine, Safeway,
were-
or Valleywide getting stuff.
yeah, we were coming in last night for young adults, and there's a line out the door at Burnt Lemon, like
Mm.
literally out the door, and I'm like, guys, Burnt Lemon's not that good. Like, I like Burnt Lemon, it's okay, but it's like not
Please,
worth
we
waiting
know
an
you
hour.
love it. You
It's not-
love the smell.
I don't want to talk bad about local businesses, but the smell, it does smell a little interesting in there. Yeah.
Yeah, Josh didn't really realize this. We were talking about this yesterday, and I said, because Salmon's one of the major training hubs for hella repelling for these firefighters. That's
yeah.
why they're all here right now.
Yeah.
It's not like every small town with a Forest Service has this big influx.
Yeah.
Like Salmon's one of the major training grounds. So this time of year, there's always, I think it's got to be at least 100 people, honestly, that are here
more.
for it.
I'd say
And
way more than 100.
and I make fun of it, but I like it actually.
Really?
Well, they're spending the money.
They
It's
are.
nice.
It's
like
good
they
for
stay at our
businesses.
hotels. They're spending money to eat out every meal. They're buying gas, even though it's our tax dollars. It's like at least it helps out Salmon, so I'm in favor.
Could be worse.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's
my
good. That's
opinion
a
about
good
that.
positive take.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us well. Do you have anything you want to say? Do you have a public statement you'd like to make about the taco wagon? Do you want to apologize for your statement on Sunday?
No, if people thought I was talking bad about the taco wagon just because I got a little bit of diarrhea, that's not my
Good.
heart at all.
Good.
I like the taco wagon.
I want to say the same
It
thing.
tasted great,
It was it was honestly probably one of the best tacos I've had
and
in a
I'd
long
still
time.
eat it again.
Yeah.
It sounds like the woman found out the issue, and she's not gonna have that problem anymore.
Yeah.
And so no hard feelings against
For
the taco
sure.
wagon.
We were talking about it at young adults, and we talked about how like it was a good group for it to happen to. It could have happened to a certain group of people
Sure.
who
If
were.
anyone's gonna get sick, it might as well be us. I
No.
agree.
It could have happened to a group where like everyone goes to the hospital and like is
Mm.
super dramatic about it, but we're not dramatic. Like our tummies kind of hurt, but that's not a big deal.
And yet, you know who was there, ate, and didn't get sick at all?
Caleb Davids.
Isn't that ironic? Almost suspicious, if you ask me.
Maybe Alan gave him the inside scoop at the wedding. Don't say no for the pork.
Caleb's like, yeah, everyone got sick but me. It's like, that's actually suspicious.
That is suspicious.
What are the odds of that?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Is your gut just that healthy, Caleb? Getting an emergency text right now?
Yeah, but it's all good.
Okay, good. No one's dying.
No.
Okay. Because you get those kind of texts sometimes.
Every once in a while, yeah.
This person's dying.
Go visit this person, they're going to die. And it's
It's
like,
like-
okay,
Okay, bet.
I'll get around to that.
Yeah, you're the last person people see sometimes,
Imagine that.
which is crazy. Imagine that. It's wild. Yeah. So I promise we'll get into something substantive. But on Saturday, you're gonna come with me to go get Josh John and get a refrigerator.
I have to.
Okay. Because your fridge is broken.
Yeah, my main fridge died on Saturday. Well, that was the knocking that woke up Trapper.
Yeah. That
of
you
that
thought was
story.
a demon. Yeah.
Well, not a demon, but just a bad guy. So then it's like, oh, the fridge quits working and the freezer. And then it's like, oh, it's working again. It's like I noticed this Sunday morning. It's like, well, I don't have time to deal with it. I come to church, I come home, it's working again. This is a miracle. Then it starts knocking again and it dies again on Monday. So I got a mini fridge that was in storage over here out of one of our rentals at home to just keep my essentials in. And then I ordered a new one out of Best Buy, the cheapest one they had, just a little top freezer section with, the lower, because I have a freezer in the garage where I can keep more stuff that needs to be frozen. So anyway, but they won't deliver unless you spend more than $1,000.
Oh wow.
And Idaho Falls didn't have one in stock, nor Missoula, so I have to order one into a store anyway. You have to go to Bozeman anyway to pick up Josh John for the week.
Josh. Or just Josh.
So I just had it delivered into,
Just Josh.
I just had it delivered into Bozeman, so
Yeah.
it should be there Saturday.
That
to
would
get
be
picked
crazy
up.
if we get Josh on the work site. There will be 4 Joshes.
That would be
Josh
crazy.
Manny, Josh John, Josh Dice, Josh Jones, right?
Yep.
Wow. Josh John and Josh Jones. We should have them meet.
Yeah, that'd be something, huh?
Yeah,
Sheesh.
that'd be crazy.
So yeah, that's what's
Okay,
going
well,
on
that'll
there.
be fun. I was like, I want to get a tattoo. I was like, I don't have the money for that right now.
Good
Yeah.
idea. Yeah, I want to replace my brakes, but now I bought a refrigerator, so they
Gotta
could wait.
pick and choose. You gotta pick and choose.
But I still might see if Jeff can do it while I'm gone to camp, because it's like I don't need my vehicle when I'm at camp.
That's true.
So I was going to see if I just drop it off, if he could fit me in next week, and then he could work on it whenever.
Yeah.
And then just
Well, your brakes are pretty. We can do your brakes.
use the credit card.
Me and you could do your brakes easy.
I believe
We
you
could-
believe that.
Me and you, we'll get Ben Harvey
Yeah.
just like that.
Yeah.
They're super easy.
Yeah.
And my car works great.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. It's so much cheaper. You'll save a pretty penny.
Yeah.
If there, like, if it wasn't like, yeah, I wouldn't feel comfortable doing anything beyond brakes, but
Yeah, just the thing that stops the car when it's going 100 miles an hour.
yeah.
I'm fine with that. But anything
it's just
else,
like it's just
no.
like when you do it, it's
the
like this
horn.
is so
No,
simple.
not the horn.
Yeah, okay. It's so simple.
can't
Like, I
be
get it, it's
fixing the
important.
horn. This is important.
I don't know. I feel like as Americans, you should be able to fix your own thing. You should be able to fix your own steed.
I'm not
You
against.
should know your steed.
I'm not against doing my own work, but some things are just easier to pay someone to do. So
That's
that's the
true.
logic. Yeah.
Yeah, if I can get an oil change for $40 or $50, it's like I will do my oil change there.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, Hagen, I'm curious. You know, I've been thinking a lot about the history of Calvary Chapel Salmon.
Have you?
No. But, well, actually, no, we did talk a little bit about it last night, young adults.
Really?
Yeah, you know, just the idea of like the New Jerusalem and like the foundations, and like, you know, Ephesians 2:20 says that we're built on the foundations of the apostles and the prophets, and like the way they did church in Acts is like building up, like laying the groundwork for the future. And so it's like, well, what are we preparing for the future here with? And then we talked about like, well, like I talked about what you always say, and I don't want to steal your thunder because I'm sure you'll probably talk about it. But like the whole idea of like people
Go
have
ahead
been,
and say it.
people have been like praying for this church and like where we are at now. And so it's like, what are we praying for the future of Calvary Chapel? And so it's like, yeah, so we just talked about like in the past, like there's been like 5 different pastors and it would like start super small, but people prayed that it would grow. And now people laid that foundation that it would grow. And now we are standing on that and we're living in it. So, yeah. But yeah, what is that history of Calvary
Well,
Chapel
many
Salmon?
people don't know this.
Mm.
You almost said it.
Well, I don't,
But
I don't know
Calvary
if you- I know
Chapel
it.
Salmon was actually started in Acts chapter 2.
Amen.
In a sense.
The one true church.
On one hand, like the writer of the book of Hebrews would say, in a sense, on one hand,
Okay.
it was started in Acts chapter 2. But on another hand, it didn't get started until 2001.
Wow.
Yeah. And the story that I know,
So you are older than Calvary Chapel Salmon.
That's right. I was born in
I'm younger,
1996.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the title of this episode could probably be, and I don't try to micromanage your titling,
No, please.
but the history of Calvary Chapel Salmon according to Hagen.
Okay.
And to my knowledge, this is the story I've heard, that a local, who many of us know, by the name of Jay Johnson, called down to Costa Mesa, California, and said, there's a group of believers here in Salmon, Idaho, that would like a Calvary Chapel type church. Do you have any pastors that you could send up here to plant one? And somehow through that interaction, through that outreaching down there, they sent up a guy by the name of Bill Phillips to be the first pastor of Calvary Chapel Salmon, meeting over at the city center. So that's the story I've heard of how it actually got started. Jay tells me that story, and I don't have reason to not believe him. But also, Bill came here once. I had Bill come here once and teach early on in my ministry, and he confirmed it as well. That's kind of the first thing that got that on the radar. So that step of faith of Jay Johnson calling out and requesting is kind of the first thing that got the ball rolling. Some of those people, from my understanding, are still here today.
Kristen
Hayden?
Hayden, yeah.
Yeah, Kristen
I
Minor.
was like Kristen Minor, yes. I wrong Kristen.
Yeah. Caprice, I believe, was there in
Yeah.
the early days. Katie Palmer.
Oh, nice.
Um, I'm sure there's a few more. Oh, actually, Joe Hyatt.
Mm, nice.
Do you know him?
Yeah, yeah,
Or
yeah.
Dave. Dave's the dad. Joe's the son, I think. Yeah,
No,
Dave
now I
Hyatt.
think I'm thinking of someone else.
He's an usher. Dave Hyatt
Yeah,
sits over
yeah,
here with
yeah,
his
yeah.
son. Yeah,
And his son's name's Joe?
I think so. Yeah. Or is the dad's name Jay?
I think it's Jacob.
No, his older brother's Joe. Sorry, Jacob's the one we know. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Two
Well,
sons.
sorry, I don't know the one
Sorry.
I don't know. Okay.
You're right. You're right. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Yes.
Dave Hyatt. His name is Dave.
Yes, yeah.
Dave.
Jacob Hyatt's the one though. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Maybe the Monroes, I think, were
Okay.
pretty early on involved. But yeah, so it's cool to see these people still around. And so that was that. And then I don't know what really happened, honestly. But Bill was here for a little while, maybe like a year and a half, I think. And he leaves. And there is some guy here, I think, named Kenny McMurphy, who becomes the next pastor. And he pastors for like a year and a half, I think.
Okay.
And then he leaves to Idaho Falls.
Which will be a running
And
theme.
actually, it's under Kenny McMurphy that we get that building that's in the process of being torn down on Church Street.
Okay.
Yeah, they to my account of the history, the City Hall, we leave City Hall under Kenny's leadership. That building over there gets purchased.
Someone needs to write all this down.
Yeah,
The history of the church.
that building gets purchased, and they start meeting over there. And then Kenny's here for a season, maybe a few years, I forget. And then he decides to move, and Katie Palmer's son, Kellen Criswell, becomes the next pastor of Calvary Chapel Salmon.
Oh wow.
And from all of the chatter I hear, Kellen was beloved. He was a great guy, and I think he worked for Ray's Heating, maybe. But maybe Kenny did that too.
You know, maybe one of these days when I'm older, I'll like try and call all these people,
Yeah,
and, like put together an account,
there you go.
the history of the church of Calvary Chapel.
Do a
Salmon.
podcast with each one and then piece it together.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we could do. I was just thinking like a book.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like a little.
The
whatever.
story of us.
Yeah, I think that'd be worth something.
Yeah,
Be
that would be
interesting.
interesting. So yeah, Kellen was pretty cool. Seemed to be really well liked, and I don't know if it's from here that he went, but definitely after leaving here, he planted a church in Logan, Utah, and then from there he moved to Costa Mesa, and he actually became one of the leaders of the Calvary Global Network under Brian Broderson. Him and Brian are very tight. Or
Oh
were very
wow!
tight.
I didn't even know this.
And then he was a missionary forever in Europe somewhere, I think. And he's just moved back to the States. He's back in Utah, I think. And he's kind of doing, trying to start his own business thing of like consulting. But I've really never met him. But I've watched some of his stuff, and a lot of people tell me a lot of good stories about him. So
That's crazy.
But when Kellen decides he's going to go, there was this pastor down in Pocatello, Idaho, that used to be the youth pastor there and the worship pastor, and their senior pastor had some issues, so he was kind of filling in. But then they brought in a new senior pastor, I think, named Jeff Fadness, and this guy was looking for options, and he came up here and checked out Salmon, and he moved his family here. That guy's name was Ty Orr, and he was here for about 7 years.
It's crazy.
And
Longest time out of all of them, right?
so far.
So yeah, yes.
And
That's true.
he did really well, I would argue, of really establishing the church. I think up to him, it was always probably, I would, if I had to guess, 80 and under as far as just people. Ty was here. He brought some decent stability, and during his stint here, he added a second service. And by the time of his exit, there's about 200 people attending regularly of Calvary Chapel Salmon, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
And it's during that time where I come around. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Under Ty's leadership, we purchased the rental properties, I believe, behind the Church Street building.
The food bank.
Yep,
Okay.
that area. And then also, towards the last part of his stint, we purchased the K House next door to the Heritage Center, the old church building. And he remodels that, and we make it Sunday school and office space. So it grows that far. Then one day, Ty decides that he needs to go somewhere else. The Lord opens up a different opportunity for him. And then along comes me, and we're over there at the Church Street building for about 2 years, I think, about. And during that time, Ty was looking on how to expand. And there was a plethora of ideas, but that's as far as they kind of went. There's all these ideas, but no traction of adding on to the sanctuary over there and building out towards the K House and connecting the K House and the Heritage Center somehow, maybe. But the trusses were not laid in the right direction, so the whole thing would be kind of goofy, and just all of these strategies of trying to think of what to do and just like, could it be this, could it be that? And none of those ever really went anywhere. And then once I start, it's like that's still in the background of the mind, like what are we going to do? And there's actually quite a bit of property for sale over on the edge of town that we were this close to buying. This close. Literally like we made an offer on it.
Oh wow.
And we could have signed, but we were still in the contingency period, and we decided to back out. But we were this close to buying acreage. And
how many acres are we talking?
Quite a few, like 50, I think, or 30. But the plan is that we were gonna keep maybe like 5 and then resell the rest.
I see.
And there was a bit of a strategy to that. But God kind of just like shut that door. And then it's like, And this is actually an interesting story. One day we were walking past this building, and it had a for sale sign in it. It looked nothing like it does now. We were walking past this building with none other than Trey Sapp, who used to be the assistant pastor at the Baptist Church. Every once in a while, we as pastors used to get together for lunch. After COVID, we've never done it again. COVID really divided us. Just kidding. It just kind of, you drop the ball and then you just never get back at it. But we walked by, and he actually made some comment, I think once, how that would be a really cool place for a church. And I believe me and Lee looked into the window and we thought, yeah, but it's just not big enough for what we're looking for, and just carried on with our day. And then I forget how it happened. I'm pretty sure Larry Wade was involved, which he's involved in most of these building things up to this point. Anyway, somehow we get in here and we're looking at it, and it has these drop tile ceilings. The ceiling was way low, and it was just so different. And we actually kind of looked at what it was, and we realized how much parking actually was involved in the building with the property. It's like, actually, we might be able to do this thing. I mean, the stairs were in the middle of the room. The stairs were in the center. So we moved the stairs. So it took some vision to really see what it took. But we came in here with tape, masking tape, and we laid it out a bit. It's like, well, we could put the stage here. We could put a wall there for the front, so you could kind of see tape on the ground and try to envision it. And one thing led to the next, and we bought it. And literally, actually, the day we closed on it, this was in February, towards the end of February, 1st of March. Literally, the day we closed, and it actually is in our name, you're supposed to, the escrow office and all this stuff, you're supposed to, it's like, okay, you kind of closed on it, you have the keys, but we're just running the paperwork through, so by tomorrow. But that night, I came in here and started ripping out all the tiles from the ceiling, and Josh came over and helped me out, our Josh Madany. And just got to work right then. And then from that moment on, we gutted the whole thing and remodeled it and blah, blah, blah. And we've been here
like this
since 2019. During that time, we bought the Lighthouse property over there on the edge, which we've been praying about for a long, long time, of wanting to ultimately get that to have the entire block. And then it's like, okay, we're here. This will be great. We can do one service. We come. We finally finish. We do a test run Easter of 2019. Nothing's painted. There's no carpet on the floor, but we bring chairs over, and we have Easter in here. And it's full, but
And
it's
you're
Easter.
emotional.
I did cry, I think.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I've listened to that, yeah.
And we have this place packed. But it's Easter. You know
Yeah.
how Easter services are. Everyone shows up.
Yeah.
So it's full, but it's like, okay. So then we finish up the process. Our first Sunday was in September of that same year when we actually met here. We do one service for like a couple weeks, actually probably about a month, and it's like we got to go back to 2 services. So we do, and we rock and roll with that, and then it's like, okay, this is good. We start a school over there on our old property, starting with a preschool, and then it grows from there. But it's like, in my mind, it's like this is never our forever home, although it's very nice. This isn't where we're going to be forever. And then it's like, okay, what's next? And then there's options again. We tried to buy some land out by the dealership across from Shopco or Tractor Supply Co. Because that guy who owns that actually owned this building.
Okay.
Doesn't want to sell it. Okay. Shopco's building was empty, actually. At the time, there was some conversation about that, but we weren't seeing eye to eye. We were in different thoughts. They wanted money, and we didn't want to pay money like what they wanted.
Okay.
You know, the type of the level of building that is like not what we were able to handle. So then, they're going to build a new school, public school. Maybe we buy some of the old property from there and spend some time over there and pray. And it's like, this is really cool real estate. It's in a cool part of town. And I actually don't even do this anymore, but I was in a season of, in my room, the master bedroom, I had 2 milk crates set up. I'm going to sound really spiritual here, but bear with me, in my closet. And I'd sit on one and use the other one as a little desk in my prayer closet, literally the closet. And I still have the Bible. It's one of those wide margin Bibles like from CBI that we give to our chapel kids. I had that at home in my prayer closet. And I'm looking over there at that property. We try to expand over to Arfman's. Maybe they're going to retire. Maybe we could buy the building right next door on Main Street. And I still have a great plan of connecting these 2 buildings and how it could look. But then they end up selling it to their grandkids. So it's like, that's a closed door. It's like, okay, Lord, what are we doing here? And I'm reading in Ezra, and this phrase speaks to me. And it says something along the lines, I'd have to look it up, but rebuild the house of the Lord in its former site. And I said, well, where did the church used to be? And the answer is Church Street. And I said, I will receive that, Jesus. So from that moment onward, my focus goes back to that property and what expansion looks like for building wise. So because the focus is now there, I didn't even know this because it never went on the market. The property behind our rental property sells and changes hands, and Cameron Orr from Orr's Tire buys that property. And I didn't even know it was for sale because he just like knew the guy and offered him money and was able to buy it, and he had some vision for that property. It's like, man, because like I want to keep slowly expanding property next to our property to be sure we have enough space. So it's like, man, it changed hands and I didn't even know it. And a year and a half or 2 years passed. It's like, you know what? I'm just going to ask Cameron if he'd sell that. So I just rolled up to his tire shop one day and I said, hey, we own the property next door to you guys over there. And I know you bought that property a while back. And like, what's your plans with it? I want to, tear down the houses there and build a few apartments or something one day and this and that and the other. It's like, well, would you ever sell it? He's like, make an offer. So we made him an offer and he said, sure.
Dang.
So then we expanded even more, connected there. And then it's like, okay, we definitely have enough real estate to cover parking and building because that's a problem. It's like you need enough. So then it's like, okay, what would the building process look like? And we talked to Don Stamp and we have him start designing things, which that poor man Ty had him start a process of designing a building years ago, and he, not too in depth, but put some work into a design, and then, just because that never came of anything, we had approached him probably even before we bought this place, of continuing on that, and then it fizzled out. My point is, Don probably saw someone from Calvary Chapel Salmon at least 5 times telling him this idea that we're going to build a church building, and him doing a bit of work for us and it never coming to pass.
Yeah.
So when we finally get to the stage where I look at him and I go, this time it's for real.
Yeah.
Like, I promise. And it's like, we're not asking for handouts. Like, this is your job. Like, we need a real design of a building. And we actually hire him legitimately to do the designing process. That's was just last year.
Yep.
And moving forward to getting us to where we're getting to now. So that it's been a long process, but he's been good to us. Yeah. And he gave us a good deal on it, because he had a heart in it. He wants to do it. And actually, our building is his last project. He's retired now. So
oh my goodness,
our
I didn't know
design
this.
is his last design officially.
Oh wow.
And we even met with him yesterday, and he made the comment of, I'm retired now, but I'm going to see this project through. If you guys have any questions throughout the process, but like nothing, no future. Like, I'm retired. It's like, so that's kind of neat.
That's
that
so crazy.
This is kind of
that is very
a bit
neat.
of his legacy.
Yeah.
So
Don Stamp's last building.
Yeah.
Wow. And he's famous. Everyone knows Don.
In town, yeah. I mean, he's done a lot. I mean, he did the library, designed it, and
Yeah.
Jim's building, and plenty of other things. But so anyway, all that gets us to kind of where we're at today, of tearing all that stuff down, which is good and bad. I sent a picture to Ty yesterday of Josh Jones with his excavator taking down the Heritage Center, and Ty's response was, happy, sad, happy, sad, happy, sad. This is what he says in his text. Happy, sad, happy, sad, happy, sad. Mixed emotions, but excited, or something like that. It's like, yeah. But it's good. And by the end of today, it won't even look like any buildings were there, I'm hoping.
It'll be gone.
And all we'll have is the future to look forward to. And it's good. And we're still a long ways away from being in there. I mean, we have a lot of work to do as far as getting things prepped and the construction aspect. And then once the structure's actually built, finishing out the inside, and getting everything ready, or at least a year and a half out, I would argue. But
from being inside of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it's happening.
Yeah.
And we're doing it, and it's going to be good. We got a good team over there right now working away. We'll go check in on them, and it's exciting. So it's a big deal.
It is a big deal.
I mean, people who don't understand construction or what it takes to build something might not fully grasp it. People who even just have a hint at it can understand it a little more. I remember when I worked for Dally's, one of the first projects I was on was redoing the parking lot over here at Murdoch's. And literally we redid the parking lot, meaning the old asphalt came out, we had to dig down, we had to redo the drainage system, we had to put in new dirt, compaction, and then repave it. So it was a whole redone thing. And someone made some comment of like, wow, that must cost like $10,000. And it's like, add a zero on the end of it. Like this isn't like $100,000 project. Like, this is not cheap. You have all these tractors here working, you have all these people, like it's expensive.
Yes.
So you can look at a project and think that must be $10,000 or $100,000. And it's like, add a couple zeros on the end of it. This is like, on paper, when you submit a project to the county and they evaluate it, they come up with a number of what the project's kind of valued. And from that number, they get what they charge you for the permit fee, which ours got waived. But according to the county, of what they look at from the plans and the algorithms that they use, it's a $2.5 million project. Wow. The sad part about that is when I saw that number, I said to myself,
That's too low.
if we can do it for 2.5 million, I'll be happy. If we
Yeah.
can be in it for that, that would be great.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, this is a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
And in a sense, I was telling someone the other day I was talking to about it. It's like, in a sense, it's like, we're betting the farm on this thing.
Sure.
Like this is it. And there's no going back now.
No.
So it's like the only way to go is forward and to just keep doing what you can, to keep trusting God.
Yeah, but two and a
this
half
is a
million
big
is
deal.
nothing for the bankroll of Calvary Chapel Salmon,
Sheesh.
right?
Yeah,
We got
it's
the
like,
we got the
yikes.
keys of the kingdom.
Yikes. So it'll be. I'm excited to see how God provides. I'm
Yes, I
excited to
think
see how
so.
it comes together. I'm excited to see His timeline. I'm excited to see what He does out of it. Even just.
It's now a bad time for me to tell you how much I spent on summer camp.
Oh boy. Yeah.
We needed some extra pool noodles.
Sheesh. Yeah. So it's just like cool to see. But someone I almost told part of a story that I'm not quite ready to tell.
Okay.
But someone was around here in an indirect way dealing with the process of taking pictures. Let me say it like that. And then I'll tell you the whole story later, and I'll get everyone else caught up to speed on another week. But the point is, someone came here from Rexburg to take some pictures, and they were actually Mormon. And the person that was taking them around told me this, said, this person actually really wanted, like his dream is to be able to take pictures of Mormon temples. And it's like the Mormons already have their people for that. So to kind of get into that field is hard.
Sure.
But she got to show him that he could take pictures. She told him, she says, this is not a Mormon temple, but this is a house of the Lord. And he got to take pictures of this building.
Oh.
And he was super excited about
wow.
it, even as a Mormon.
Oh wow.
And my point is, even little things like that of what God might do through this process is cool. Like the spiritual things that God might be doing through people, through a physical thing of building a building, cannot be counted. Like it's cool.
Yeah.
Like even just these guys driving trucks for Dallies and a little interaction we might have with them. Like what could that be? Who knows? But it's like God's just going to bring people and make connections and do a work in as people watch a building get put up for His glory in His time, in a way that hopefully will really bless this town. So yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's a big deal for us, but it's a big deal for Salmon, Idaho. I mean, those buildings have been there for a long time.
Yeah.
And now they're gone.
That's right.
And we're gonna have this really big building right next to Main Street on Shroop Street.
Yeah.
And it's a big deal for the community. And you're telling everyone it's gonna be a Pizza Hut.
Me and MacGyver.
Yeah, I know. He was telling us about that last night. Everyone was like, "What?" It's like it's a joke because I had to explain it.
Yeah. I'm glad you're there to explain the jokes.
Yeah. Someone's gotta do it.
So what I like about that is, you just don't know. You just don't know what God has for you, and you don't know what part of the process God's going to have you involved in. But everyone played their part. It's like I couldn't be doing what I'm doing today if Jay would have never made that call, in 2001. If Bill would have never came here by faith and met with a group of people in City Hall. If Kenny would have never took a step of faith to get that building that's now being torn down. If Ty would have never took a step of faith to get the next building. Like it's all connected. And I see it that way. And I'm thankful for the part of the chain that I get to be on. Because in a sense, it's the fruitful part.
It's the best part.
And I'm glad.
Yeah.
But also, I trust that there's fruit that's going to, like you mentioned, transcend us.
Yeah.
It's going to be above and beyond our time here. And that if the Lord tarries, that little Buster,
when he's the pastor.
yes,
When my son's the pastor of this church.
that it would just be so much better than anything we ever had.
Sure.
And that's cool to think about. So we'll see.
Yeah. Maybe he'll come back here and buy this whole part of Main Street.
Because he'll read a verse that says, "Build the temple in the former site."
Yes.
And he'll say, "It must be Main Street."
It must be Main Street. So you weren't even born.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
Well, I guess you would have been born. Yeah. Well, David will never know. The Heritage Center.
that's right.
Yep. It'll be. Yeah. It's gone.
Yeah. So the direction we're moving is forward.
Mm-hmm.
We move forward in faith. We see what God will do, and we're blessed that we get to be a part of His plan. And not everyone gets it, and that can be hard.
Sure.
You know, not everyone can feel
See
the
the
vision.
vision.
You know, can see the vision, but generally at the end, they can see it and be like, "Now I get it."
Yeah.
But sometimes along the way, it can be hard. What a shame to tear down buildings.
Were people like that when we bought this place?
Oh yeah. We're gonna miss the little building on Church Street.
Mm.
This is home. And then it's like, but then you get here, and then it's just like, well, this is home, and we're gonna miss this place. And it's like, okay. But then you get over there, and it's like, oh wow, this is the best thing. And it's
Yeah.
like you got to just kind of be patient with people. And it's hard because, especially right now, it's like value-wise, we're demoing a real estate that, if sold, probably could have been worth $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
But we're seeing the location and the value of the land and what the potential of what could be built there way more valuable.
Mm-hmm.
So we're willing to demo buildings of value
Yeah.
in order to build something of greater value. And not everyone thinks that way.
Yeah.
And you gotta be able to think bigger and greater and not be limited by a structure that's on a piece of real estate. That can be taken down in a week with an excavator. And yeah, it could be valuable sold to the right person, but the land and the location, and these are what's valuable. So sometimes to demo and go again. And people do it all the time in larger places. Something gets built, and then it's like, oh, we're changing our plans, and we rip this whole thing out, and we build something new. It's harder in a more rural environment where they're used to just kind of revamping buildings, and it's like we're taking out
Yeah.
and doing new.
The
So-
K House was nice, but the Lighthouse and the Heritage Center were stinky.
Yeah, the lighthouse was done for.
The
Yeah,
Lighthouse was done for.
We did the best we could with that for a while, and it served its purpose.
Sure.
In a sense, we got
We got a lot out of it.
yeah, we got a lot out of it. So
Yeah.
yep.
That's good. Wow.
So trust the process, enjoy it, watch it, see the little increments, watch God's faithfulness in it. And one day,
Enjoy the season that you're in.
sure,
Enjoy being in this building.
that's right.
Yeah, because we're not going to be here forever.
Yeah. And one day we'll be broadcasting from our new building
Yep.
and
In our podcast
saying,
studio
wow,
room
isn't
that
that
you
something?
that you put into the plans, right? If not,
Man,
yeah.
I don't think that made it.
Or maybe we'll be broadcasting from my office because my office will be so much larger.
Wow. Yes, you'll have the biggest office.
Yes. Not on the second floor though.
Yeah.
I was so excited when you said the offices were going to be on the second floor.
Yeah.
But
Not
then-
quite.
Then you changed your mind.
So
Cool. Well, thanks for giving us a little history lesson, Hagen.
because I don't know, like where you came from.
Me or the audience?
You.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like one day. Well, from my understanding, actually, Calvary Chapel Philly used to be in like a mall,
Yes.
And-
yeah, I know them all.
and
Yeah.
and
Burlington,
one day this
which used to be something else.
this big building that used to be a store or something became available, and they purchased it or
Mhm.
whatever. And
I don't know what that building was before it was a church.
It took a huge step of faith
Sure.
and remodeling it, but it's like
Yeah.
that is what church is to
Yeah.
you now. That is Calvary Chapel Philly. But there's a whole generation that's the new place to them,
Yeah.
and there's a whole
The
generation
catering
that's
hall.
all they know, and it's just kind of cool.
Yeah. Costa Mesa met in a tent for a while.
That's right.
Do you want to say anything about that?
Tents,
Tents,
meeting in a tent.
meeting in places that might not be church
Well, here's the beauty
for a little bit.
of the church.
It's not a
and
building.
We say it all the time, but it's true. It's not a building.
Mm-hmm.
So, regardless of where we meet, we are the church,
Amen.
and the gates of hell will not prevail against
And
us.
trust the process.
And trust the process, because when you take steps of faith, which is the word that the Lord has given me for this year, and I don't even like that idea,
Sure.
but it's just like I just see faith and like trust and just keep moving forward. And it's like if the time would ever come where we're not in this building and yet the new building isn't quite ready, it's like, what are we going to do? It's like, trust the process.
Yeah.
See what God would open and enjoy the season. Yep.
Facts.
Yep. So,
Cool. Well, there you go. Thank you for those words of wisdom.
wow.
Yes. Cool. Okay. Well, hope everyone has a good rest of
If
the
you're,
day.
well, let's tell them this. If
Okay.
you're listening to this when it drops on Friday, we're going to have a special worship guest on Sunday.
Stop. You're right.
Tell them who.
And we might have already mentioned him in this podcast.
Should we tell them or make a guess?
Joshua John.
That's right.
Yes. He's going to rock your world Sunday morning. If you have never heard Josh John do worship before, he's done it before a couple times.
Yeah.
But he's real good. We love him.
I just texted him yesterday about it, and he responded back. So
Good.
as far as like 5 songs, and then I'm ending with communion, so we can end with a communion song.
Okay, we're doing that this
so
Sunday.
like I have that all worked out.
We're ending
So
with communion right on.
yep.
Perfect. Well, that'll be fun. Cool. We'll see y'all on Sunday.
That's right.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.